Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Baruch Hashem.
Good.
Okay, let me just bring this up on screen here.
We're at Mimer Yud Ches,
Yeah.
page Mem Hey.
One of this here now. For some reason, I'm not finding my copy here. It's weird. I'll try a different way here. I have no idea why I'm not finding the file. Huh.
You don't have it in your book?
No, I do have a book. I want to put it on screen though.
Oh,
Let me get it down again.
how do you put it up on screen? Is it from something online?
Yeah.
Oh, in my book that I have, they printed the same thing twice.
Wait. Okay, now we got it. Which page you say?
Page Mem Hey. Mem Hey.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Mama Yuches. Kisam Chazal. Shon Mishu Rab Baruch Kochosh David Melch Lo V'Sham Asidios Nefel. Other missions saw that David Melch was going to be stillborn. Also, Shimon Shon Mishnoisa became 70 of his years. To see Kiyom Achacham Imenu V'Vat Uchulei. Says on the day you eat from it, you're going to die. Yom Shokosh Baruch Hu Elav Shana. So really, our mission should have died after 1,000 years. Chochmo only lived to 930 years. The answer she in the song of David. Then was 70 came to King David. Reina was at David Chodesh. We see here something new. The only other thing we need was the David's Gashmias. We know of material gifts. The person has to give, so he's obligated to give to his friend. Avanai v'chaveru chayim, the double ruchnis, to give a gift of life, which is a spiritual gift. Lo del chayev shel rishon, not only that, but the life of an Adam Rishon, Magam Shim Shana, we said lo yidanu klal. We don't understand this at all. Korabem has question, I mean, inyan nidavos ruchnios, how can you give gifts of ruchnios, the ruchnios next? Hello, the ruchnios pashu shechayev koidmin. Seeing that your life comes first, how can you give up your life? We see that there is such a thing, even if we hold that that's not there is no pasuk shot in that statement, and then it's just metaphorical, and that the 70 years were not actually transferred from Adam Rishon, but were David HaMelech's lifespan to begin with. But obviously, there's Chazal trying to tell us something with this metaphor, so there must be some deeper meaning to it, which in fact does indicate that there is some sort of way of giving spiritual gifts. And here, it's not quite a spiritual gift because it's a gift of life, but he's saying that that's a gift of spirit. It seems that there are times the person is obligated to give these gifts. You see that from the Mishnah, who felt compelled to give his ears to David. Not sure it makes him say why he says compelled, but again, I don't think it's necessarily taking the medrash literally. It's just using it to make a point, which we'll see. Was a well-known tzaddik. Upon him before he knew him face to face. When he asked what's his character, he wants to know about his character. One question was in Korah Eitzer Rebleib. It happened to by Rebleib. They would go to a shopkeeper, and he would offer him an exchange for a day. That he'll stay in the store for a day, and the shopkeeper go to learn. Which again, according to if this is true story, is a very weird thing. Where do we learn such a mode of conduct? Where we find that a person has to negate his own learning because that is French. It's really explicit in Chazal. He gave a general donation of his years to David. The life of Adam Rishon is certainly a life of great tzidkus. When you give David there, I'm lacking for him. I can rather Rishon says more b'chuyah. It's not required to do so. This is a true source for Rabbi Yisrael asking the question. So again, the idea is that there's room for self-sacrifice and gift giving in terms of spirituality, even if it entails a loss for the giver relative to the recipient. We're going to say this one of two ways. Often we show the first way is if they would offer somebody one of these two possibilities, or to be rich like one of the richest people in the country, or to be Rothschild's agent, to work for Rothschild. Everybody would choose to be the agent of Rothschild. Even though everything is involved with belongs to his employer, his master, who marviach means so he'll get more out of his agency, than any of the rich people, I guess, in Poland at the time. You find such thing in Gemara too. If his son is more diligent and sharp, then the son should go to yeshiva. We also was a son. The father should be involved with the parnasa. So how is it possible to talk of learning about sacrificing your own learning for somebody else? That's understood based on the previous perspective. The Malimudo Shabano came into Yosef Charif. Umula means mudo in the net. Then since the child is sharper and superior, by being the agent for his son, he earns more than he would get from learning himself. The other, the second way of understanding is that this has to do sharing the burden with one's friend. But see, Moshe Rabbeinu should be Moshe Rabbeinu said, Moshe Rabbeinu is willing to give up his entire immortality for Am Yisrael, that to bear with the burden that they impose upon themselves by the Chet Egel. Yeah, Moshe Rabbeinu Chayav. Moshe Rabbeinu was willing to give up his life, Ubachar Misa, and choose death, not just death, but being erased from history. Because should be a kapara on the community. The Tainus of Bala Moshe Mitzvah Shalei Echol Yiros B'Rosam Shel Yisrael. This claim or this request came because Moshe could not bear seeing what things going wrong with the Jewish people. He was so concerned with the welfare of his fellow Jews that he could not bear seeing them in anguish and sorrow. Moshe Rabbeinu, so that when he saw the terrible potential ramifications for Kaiser from the Chet Egel, as Suffolk he was permeated, so Rui and immersed, but Tsar believed in limitless anguish. That he rather die than see that things go badly for them. For this, we said before, it's insufficient. The Zaino beginner Sar Suro shall. What page was it here? Oh, Mendalid.
Yeah, it's printed twice.
Oh, okay. Zaino a beginner Sar Suro shall Rothschild. Shall Moshe Rabbeinu Lavasham Haya Rothschild that smoke. He was the Rothschild. He's not choosing to be Rothschild's agent. He is Rothschild. We said, Akama Midazusha Nosi Ba'olin Chaveru. Ramav and Isah. You learn how lofty this midah is, but low banu atakli saw. And we don't understand extents. It's even worth giving up the life of Moshe Rabbeinu. There's nothing which is not worth giving up for Nosebo and Chaveru, which is an amazing statement. Somebody who's of the same lot, so to speak, in heaven, he comes to visit a sick person, he takes 1/60th of his sickness. It's not necessarily somebody who is in the same lot. The bira is it is because he shares a burden. If somebody else shares the burden, the punishment of the sufferer is diminished. So its anguish is diminished. Ben Gilo, why did Chazal use the term Ben Gilo? Rak Mishum, which literally means, I guess, the child of his destiny, or the brother of his destiny. Because Chazal reckoned the midah of a person putting himself in anguish on account of his friend, and how much he bears with him, and they decided that Ben Gilo, if they are share common destiny, they're more likely to feel the other person's anguish. So then they says such case he takes a 1/60th. Means midas adin is diminished. Midas adin generates a certain amount of anguish. If the anguish is borne by others, it doesn't matter. The anguish quota, so to speak, is still fulfilled. And so the sick person's punishment is diminished. By Pinchas being zealous on behalf of Hashem, he diminished Midas Adin. By killing Pinchas, the Midas Adin became more calm. It collected what was coming to it. And the anger was removed from the greater community. There's a son of Moshe and Mimai Mechain so Sivacha. They go to Tsarobi Surah because of its great anguish and affliction. Shabalik Vul, without which is limitless. The point you chose life over death over life. Achtarak. They slowly rose bro. So I'm only not to see the thing bad happen to me. So Zekfar Pils this is already an appeasement. Shane Pils Yosef by Mina Sadim and Tsar Rosh Moshe. Mina Sadim takes the Tsar Moshe Rabbeinu as an appeasement. Quota is filled. Yistalik Onesh, and the punishment is removed. And the decree, which was Shoysa cloud, which was hanging over the community, is removed. Who came? This is how it works. Moshe Moshe is willing to give up his entire life because of Nosebo. This shows the significance and value of this midah. The Zegufa Shenesbo Hisir Onis Rakas and is being Nosebo remove the punishment and the anchor. Obviously, he's going to get more into this, but so I point out that they say that when soldiers go into battle, the main reason they're willing to sacrifice themselves is because of their friends, not because of the cause, but because they become so tight with their buddies in the group that they sacrifice themselves for each other. So that is Nosibon Chabero for even though the person has to give their life for it. So we see that there is such a thing. Okay. Hey, well, so
that's correct.
So we'll pick up with this next week. Shkoyach.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.